Yes boys, welcome back to the channel, it's Erdtree and we're back in the Shadow realm. Shadow of the Erdtree invasions. The build is being tweaked constantly. I've decided to add the beast claws onto the build in the second weapon slot for a bit of variation. It's nice having that quick weapon option. I've fire infused them so they fit the theme of the build. I'm still using the anvil hammer, the big old colossal hammer in our main weapon slot. I'm still playing into the guard counters. So I'm still sticking to the same kind of play style. Even with the beast claws, I am looking for the guard counters with the beast claws as well. So I'm sticking to the theme of the build, but just adding variation. I'll still be looking to use the crossbow that I was using in the last video, but I'm going to mix it up with the beast claws, the crossbow and the anvil. So yeah, let's get into these invasions and see how the build is looking with these new weapons. I've started invading all over the map as well. I'm just going to invading wide and far now. If you're not in the DLC at this point, it's just unlucky. I just want invasions, guys. I want those invasions, so I'm just invading wherever I can. And they're still coming thick and fast, so it's all good. And look at this, first kill with the beast claws. It's just so good chasing people down. The forward momentum on them, with the R2 especially, the running R2, it's just such a nice little leap into it. And it's just brilliant. It's a cool weapon. I'm still getting used to them. It's a very strange moveset. The tracking can be a little bit funky, but you've kind of just got to take your time, pick your moments, and yeah, you can get them. Like I say, I fire infuse the beast claws as well, so you know I'm not going with the all-out bleed option. I think if you blood infused these bad boys and played into the bleed aspect, they do come with innate bleed intact already, like it's part of the weapon that they have bleed build up. So if you played into that, these things would be an absolute menace, I'm telling you. The beast claws could be a real problem if you really did play into the bleed, but this is a fire build for now. We're looking at that fire damage. The anvil does fire damage, so I thought let's fire infuse the beast claws and stick to the theme of the build. And yeah, it's going really good. I'm really liking it. I'm still obviously using the anvil as well, the big old colossal hammer that you can see there. I'm loving this weapon, so I think it suits really well having that really slow, hard hitting weapon as well as the fast option in the beast claws. Yeah, really good little combination. Keeps everything fresh as well, you know, it keeps nice little variation on the build for a bit of weapon and fighting variety during the invasions. And look at this, first time I've seen that. That's the new Crucible incantation, I think. I've no idea where we got that from. I've still not found that. There's still a lot of weapons and spells and incantations that I've not found. Still progressing through the campaign. Absolutely loving the DLC. Last night I went up to the peak, the you know, the one that's like Volcano Manor, the mountain, the peak where all the dragons are, and I fought Bale the Dread. Oh, what a boss fight that was, Bale the Dread. Oh my god, probably one of the best boss experiences I think I've ever had. It's definitely my favourite boss in the DLC so far. What an absolutely awesome spectacle that boss fight is. I won't say anything about it in case you've not seen him yet, but yeah, Bale the Dread. It's hard to get to, you've got to fight through a few very hard enemies to get to him, which was a bit of a nightmare. But once I got to him, I had an absolute blast fighting him. Now look at this invasion. These two are using a load of things that I've never seen as well. That guy just put some kind of red lightning storm into the air. I've no idea what that is. What am I meant to do with that? I've no idea. I don't know where he got it from. I don't know what he's doing. But I like it. I think it looks really cool. And I'm sure, you know, I'd like to try it out myself once I get to wherever he got that from. But I'm not up to that yet. I'm just enjoying the weapons that I've got. I found quite a few weapons. I found quite a few different weapon options. But I've had those beast claws from the start. I got those quite early on, and I've been toying with the idea of adding them to this build for a couple of days. And I thought, you know, the anvil hammer is very, very heavy, so I couldn't really afford to have a weapon in the second weapon slot that was too heavy. I could just kind of get away with using the spread bow, the spread crossbow that I added to this build. And I still use that crossbow, but you know, I'm just having a bit of variation with the beast claws. But like I said, the beast claws are nice and light, so they kind of suit the anvil hammer in the fact that I'm not going to be overburdened using them. And you can see in this invasion, that horse was just using the light greatsword. I think that's the Milady. I've not had much experience with that yet. That's the first time I've actually fought someone using it, and I don't really know how to deal with that yet. It's a very fast weapon. If you get caught in the spam with it, obviously, like you just seen, it can be quite hard to deal with. Now, watch this guy. This guy was trying to set the world record. Let's just look at this. He's doing good. Good stamina. Keep it up. Keep your form, mate. Keep your form. Don't let your standard slip. Oh no, he's back at it. See, he went to normal rolls then, but then he's gone back to the bloodhound step. He's just the determination on this guy to set this world record. 3 more. 2 more. Yes! He got it! He got the world record. Woo! Well done. What an invasion. What a spectacle of an invasion. That was top tier gameplay, guys. Top tier gameplay. This was a good invasion in the capital. As you can see, I'm getting invasions all over the place. And this is quite a standard setup these two are using. We've got colossal jumping hammers and we've got a bleed jumping white mask. Still finding these white masks, guys. We've got to get on top of the white mask control. They're slipping back into things, they've been breeding again. The white mask population is increasing. We've got to keep the numbers down. Now, what is this red doing? What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I just killed you, but I don't know what you was playing at there, to be honest. You've got to move, mate. You've got to move, son. You can't just let him hit you like that. Oh, look at the damage on the Ash of War there. The smithing art spears. I actually missed the first impact with that on that guy, but he ran into the spears that I brought up from the ground, and obviously they do a lot of damage on their own, so there's a lingering effect on them. If you jump into the spears afterwards, they're going to do some good damage. Now you can see the beast claws here. I'm playing with them sometimes double-handed, and then sometimes I'm using them with the shield. Now, like I said before, the reason I'm using the shield sometimes is because I'm still trying to play into the guard counters. I've still got the guard counter talisman in my flask. I've still got the guard counter physic in my flask, and I've still got the guard counter talisman in my talisman slot. So I'm still trying to play into that playstyle even with the beast claws, but I will switch to two-handing them when I think it's right, and then I'll pull the shield out when I think the time suits as well, to try and get some big damage on the guard counters with the beast claws. Just variation, guys, just variation. It's a lot of fun, it's a nice play style, and I'm loving using the shield as part of this build. Now, this was a great invasion. 2 martial artists going at it. I don't know where you find these weapons yet. What he's using the martial arts weapons, these like spinning kicks and stuff, the kick moveset. I don't even know what they're called. I don't know where you find them. I've obviously not found them yet in my playthrough, but look at this. It's just 2 hand combat veterans going at it, throwing down, seeing who's got the biggest balls. Really, really good fight, this one. Look at this moveset. Look at this moveset. We're both flying all over the place. It's so cool. Oh, look at the kicks, guys. Honestly, can't wait to find this weapon and try it out. I'm sure it'll be a dex weapon, so, I don't think it'll fit my build, but can't wait to find it and have a little look at it. I've kept the Savage Claws Ash of War on the Beast Claws as well. I think that's really nice. The good thing about that is that if I am using the shield with the Beast Claws and I switch to the Ash of War, I can get that kind of flurry of attacks that you'd usually get if you was two-handing the weapon, if you know what I mean. So I can be one-handing the weapon with the shield, and then I still have access to a flurry of two-handed attacks with the Ash of War and the Beast Claw. So I kind of think it all fits quite well. You might have also noticed me using this Watchful Spirit incantation a few times. That's the one you get in the initial Legacy dungeon where you fight the Lion Dancer. After you kill him, you go and speak to the old lady, and she gives you the Watchful Spirit. Now, I've been playing around with it. I don't think it's that good, but I've just not kind of found any new incantations besides that one yet, so I've put it on the build and I just have a little play around with it for now. And there you can see, look at the damage on the guard counters with the Anvil Hammer. I kind of give that horse all the time in the world to heal up, get back to the grace. I thought maybe he'd want to summon his friend back in, but then he started attacking me, and the guard counters are just too much. Now, as I was finding this duo, I remembered that last night when I was playing, I actually found one of these, the Call of Tibia, and I had no idea what it was. So I thought when I was running up to these two, I remembered I have it. and I thought I'd stick it on the build for this invasion and just see what it does. Threw it out there, and you can kind of see that it summons a skeleton, and he does a little spin around there. Obviously out of range of these two, I had no idea what was going to happen, but I thought I'd throw it out just for a little experiment. And it was a waste, but at least I know what it does now. Summons a skeleton and he does a little spin-a-rooney. Could be good in the right situation, but obviously absolute waste on this one. And you remember what I said about the white masks, guys? We've got another one here. We've got a white mask who's using the beast claws, so he's trying to play into the bleed aspect of the beast claws. And there's only one thing that I'm ever going to do. We're going to go beast claw and beast claw, baby. We're going to beast claw it down. It's going to be a beast claw bonanza, and we're going to see who comes out on top. You can see that I'm still trying to play into the guard counters with it. And like I said, good example there of being able to have access to that flurry of two-handed attacks, even though I am using the shield. Look at the momentum, the forward momentum on these weapons. It's really cool. I knew that it was open there for a big attack with the anvil, so it was a quick swap there and I get some big damage. And there we go. That's the last invasion of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed that last one there. Good invasion, white mask control. Stay on top of that stuff, guys. It's important. Don't let him breathe too much. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all on the next one.